My best friend's dad owns the Dodge dealership in the area, and he has on lot 9 Dodge Demons and about 14 Hellcats.
Hmm.
That's what he specializes in, is high-end Dodge cars. So
Huh.
when that guy shows up at your dealership and goes, I want to just test drive, most dealerships in the area are just like, yes.
I mean, that's, I mean, hey, that's the perks of being high-end, is that other
Yeah.
people will know who you are. So that means that we can get exclusive exclusive places. Like, example, me and my friends, I don't know, the one time, which will never happen again, is since me and my friend were at a Ferrari dealership and we're both legally blind. Apparently, some people think that, oh, legally blind is a special thing to have, even though we can still see. But so we went to a Ferrari dealership and we just asked the person nicely if we can have a look. And we had our canes, and they let us sit in a Ferrari for 58 because it didn't come up with a speciale at the time, or the 488. So it was just a 458. And I saw a 599 and one of their like glow garage things that they have. Because
Holy
the one in
shit. I
one
haven't
of
gotten to
the,
sit in a Ferrari yet.
I mean, it feels nice. Like everybody just, it kind of, it's just that I just some interior colors I kind of like. And the one that we had was, I think like it was black, and I liked it. But like there was one that we were gonna sit in that had nicer color, but it had the like brownish interior. And I'll be honest with you, brownish interior with some colors for Ferraris was better for me. So I just skip past and just take the one that looked a whole lot nicer on the inside for me.
When you say legally blind, are you like blind in one eye or like Coke
No,
bottle
like,
glasses?
I mean, not
I
Coke
don't
bottle
really
glass.
understand what
Like
that means.
I have a skin disorder where I have no pigment in my skin, so that means that I'm sensitive to light.
Oh,
Yeah. But I do kind of wear somewhat a form of Coke bottle glasses, but they're not technically like that. The huge, like ones that
so
you would see.
you're, what's the word I want? Albino?
Yeah.
I don't know. The only thing I got really wrong with me is learning disabilities and a medically diagnosed low human testosterone level,
Oh.
which makes it almost physically impossible to lose weight, which
Oh.
has just been a massive battle on my end.
Oh. Meanwhile, I'm just gaining weight because I'm eating too much. I feel kind of bad. I feel kind of bad
Well, let's
because
see, I had a salad for breakfast, a salad for lunch, and I think a muffin for dinner, which was like nothing, and I gained 2 pounds.
oh wow, oh, this is sad.
So tomorrow,
Um,
if it's not raining out, I'm gonna go for my 1.5 mile walk up a hill
oh,
because I live
yeah,
at the bottom of a hill.
well, you know what? Just save your, yeah, just train yourself. So one day, if you ever go to San Francisco, you can go uphill there.
Oh, I've done one hill in San Francisco, and it took me 4.5 hours to do 5 blocks up the hill.
Is it that bad?
Oh, let's see. I had in 2009 my right leg crushed getting out the back
Oh,
of an ambulance uh,
oh,
to attend an EMS call and got hit by a guy in a Bentley.
sheesh.
And then he backed up and tried to drive away, only to drive into the side of the cop car that was blocking the road. And I still have the video. I'm not allowed to share it because the court case is ongoing of the body cam from our police sergeant running up to him and sticking a 12 gauge shotgun on the side of his head and yelling, "Don't move or I will shoot you."
That's the one way to try to get away. Meanwhile,
The guy on camera pisses himself because the emergency people in my area are very tight knit. I know everybody in the fire department and the police department, and we are not. Police in my town don't do a whole lot. There's not much to do. So when a 50 car pileup happens with no fatalities, you can bet everybody was there. No injuries, no fatalities, just everybody showed up. And I'm like, I got nothing better to do. I drove down to the ambulance station. I got the mass casualty truck. I drove it there. I got out and boom. I'm on the ground screaming.
oh my god.
And I wasn't a paid person. I was volunteer emergency medical technician.
Meanwhile, the worst things that we have happen where I live now is people going into the bayou. Because there was one girl that I know named Krista. I think I don't know why they call her Krista, but that's basically her name. And she pretty much flipped her like 2000 brand new like 2009 Mustang into a river, from what I'm told. So
What? Oh, you
yeah.
want to hear about stupid people? When I was in high school, there was a girl at the top of the street, and my parents are very well off, like gated community,
Mm-hmm.
but I was never given what I wanted. I was the opposite end of pretty much all the kids in the neighborhood. I had to earn everything I have.
Yeah, it's kind of like my dad. Like we don't live in gated communities, but like we were well off before I moved out. And everything we had to do is either we had to earn the money for it, we had to wait until Christmas or birthday,
Yeah, same.
or whenever we felt like we could get it.
Same. So, I have an apartment in my hometown. It took me 3 years to get back here. I hated the city I was in. I like my hometown. I know the place. I know the people. Um, but one of the things I remember was there was a girl at the top of the hill who went through 15 BMWs before graduation in 1 year.
Meanwhile,
She totaled and lost 15 new BMWs in a year.
and she's that privileged where the parents are like, it's okay, sweetie, we'll just buy you another one.
And we're not talking like base model. We're talking like
I know you're talking about the high-end models. I know what you're talking about,
high-end
especially.
luxury with that you're supposed to have a chauffeur for. And I'm driving to high school every day in a clunky 800 horsepower homemade 71 Chevelle SS.
Yeah.
My parents very much helped me learn how to work on cars, and my uncle gave me his old Chevelle drag car, and I tuned that thing. I put a twin turbo Cummins turbo diesel in it, and stripped it, and that thing had like 1,400 foot-pounds of torque.
Oh my god. Yeah, but speaking of that, did you produce crack? Did you roll coal? Did you put the Cummins?
Rolling coal isn't actually good for a diesel. It wears it out faster.
Oh.
But the heat wave that came out of that tailpipe was intense.
Yeah, it's just everybody nowadays. If you're gonna have a Cummins diesel, everybody expects you to roll coal.
Yeah, but
So,
A, it's not good for the environment.
yeah,
B, it actually wears out your engine 5 times as fast.
yeah. We'll
Oh,
go to
and
this
you go
one
through
next to
injectors like mad.
well, playing the rednecks would one that because in Texas that was the biggest thing you could do to your Cummins or your F-150 or your F-350, something like that. You weren't cool enough in the truck scene unless you could do that. But over time, I realized I would like what you
Well,
just
let's
explained.
put it this way. Quarter mile I was doing 7.82 seconds average.
Oh God.
I weighed
Did,
roughly 1,087 pounds. I
when
had a windshield, I had no side windows, and then I had a piece of sheet metal with a rear view camera to see out the back. Oh, and a
I
roll
mean,
cage. And those NASCAR webbing things that go over the windows. And that
oh yeah,
was my
those
daily
rubber.
driver for 5 months out of the year.
And technically, you never got pulled over because like
Oh no, it was all street
the
legal.
sheet. Okay, so sheet metal technically was street legal. I never would have known that.
Well, in my
'Cause, like,
state, it's street legal. Because I had the rear view camera, I could see out my back, and I had big truck mirrors for my side mirrors to make up for it.
uh, okay,
You know, I
so
had a
you did have.
4-point racing harness, and usually I wore this crash helmet for race car racing. That it was all open in the front. I'd stick it on, or because my head would bang against the ceiling,
Hmm.
which
Well,
I thought
like
it just looked cool.
yeah,
And my
but like,
parents were satisfied. My uncle welded up a roll cage and put, heavy duty steel tubing everywhere he could fit it. So I could probably hit a tree, go through the tree, go through the brick building on the other side of the tree, and probably pop out on the other side fine.
meanwhile, new cars today, you barely do anything,
They break.
and you're either gonna they break.
I hit a pothole in my daily driver I have right now, and it busted the first and second drum in the automatic transmission. My 70
Sounds better.
Chevelle, I took off road. I rock crawled it because I could lock the rear differential, and I put it back on the highway, and it was fine after rolling it down a hill.
Um, that
Fuck
reminds.
modern cars.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah, because my brother's 2005 Yukon he had, that was an automatic too. But I don't know what he did, but over time the transmission started to slip a little bit. He was taking good care of it. And one day we were just traveling to go do some stuff in town. The
Hmm.
next thing we know, whenever we're coming back, his transmission just went to shit. Like he couldn't even get out of first gear. He was like doing 48 miles an hour first. No, he's doing 70 miles an hour in second gear, trying to keep it up to speed with all these other cars so he wouldn't get rear-ended. Cause this was like I think 80 miles an hour.